Come in. Simon.
Hey,
How's the band treating you?
honestly, not so good right now.
Uh-oh. What does that mean? What happened?
I just feel like I'm a terrible drummer now, and all the people in the band, all my friends probably hate me for it now.
That's not good. What happened?
I mean, we had this auditions last week for a drum solo, and I just found out right now that I didn't get it, and I feel so depressed about it. I don't know. I feel like everyone probably hates me. Everybody
Mm.
probably thinks. I mean, I think I can't drum anymore. I feel like I'm just a terrible drummer at this point.
Well, that's not good.
Yeah.
Well, is this the first time you've gone out for a drum solo?
No, I audition every single time.
Okay. And out of those times, have you ever made it before?
Yeah, I made it a lot, and
Okay.
that's why I feel like I'm such a terrible drummer now. I mean, I didn't make it this time. I don't know what happened.
Is this the first time you never made a drum solo before?
I mean, no, it sure has happened too.
Okay. And you said you think your friends hate you now because you didn't make it this time.
Yeah.
How did your friends react last time you didn't make it?
I guess they were actually kind of supportive. Now that I think about it.
Okay.
I mean, they tried to cheer me up. They like brought me cookies.
Sounds great.
Huh. I guess that kind of does sound good, huh?
Okay, so it doesn't sound like they're going to hate you because you didn't make it. I mean, obviously, it's disappointing,
Yeah.
right? And, ideally you would have wanted to make it, but by no means does it sound like your friends are going to hate you because you
Yeah,
didn't
I
make
mean,
it.
maybe my friends won't hate me, but I think at the same time, though, I'm just a terrible drummer now. Like, I used to make almost every single solo audition that we had, and then this time I just didn't make it, you know?
Is there anything different about the auditions this time around that could explain why you didn't make it this time?
Um, I mean, I guess I didn't practice as much,
Well,
but I couldn't. I mean, we had tests the same week, so I was studying a bunch, and I didn't have enough time to practice, I guess. I don't
okay.
know.
Are auditions always held this time of year?
No, but the thing is, I mean, Jake made the audition this time, and he has the same classes as me. He had tests the same days as me. So if he can make it, that must mean I just suck.
So Jay got the part.
Yeah, he did.
Okay. You said he takes the same classes.
Yep, he does.
Okay, well, I don't know. I mean, Jake better than I do. Is he, you know, do you know if he's getting, where's he
So
finding the time to practice?
I don't know. He just started getting super good, and then I just started sucking. I don't know. I mean, yeah, he just got really good. Um,
Can you think of anything that might explain? I know you're a hard worker. I know you practice all the time. I
I
see you
know.
out there. So,
Anytime I can, I do. I guess he did start getting private lessons like
mm,
2 months ago.
well, there you go.
Wow, he even asked if I wanted to, and I just kind of forgot about it. Maybe, I don't know, maybe that's why.
Okay, regretting that decision now.
I guess.
Um, I'm just joking. So it sounds like you're definitely not getting worse as a drummer, right? I mean, if what you're telling me is accurate, if Jake has the same class, the same workload, and you guys are spending about the same time practicing, well, it sounds like he just got a little extra help to give him a little extra edge to get the solo over you.
Yeah, maybe he did.
Yeah?
Oh, huh. Maybe I don't suck.
Yeah, I mean, I think anybody would benefit from getting private lessons.
Wow, actually, I feel kind of better about that.
That's good.
Maybe I just need to get some lessons myself.
Absolutely. I mean, maybe you can ask Jake who he's getting, who his private tutor is and ask about that.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, thanks.
Do you feel a little bit better?
I do.
Okay. So, I think it's good. I have a little worksheet here that I think is really going to help. Okay. Because you actually came in today with, what I would call some irrational beliefs about
Hmm.
what was happening.
Yeah.
Okay. And in REBT, which is rational emotive behavior therapy, um, we usually like to identify a couple things to help, people work through some possible rational beliefs about what they have, what's going on in their life, and I think it's going to help. Even if you fill it out here, and
Okay.
you can take it home with you, and it'll just help serve as a reminder for what we talked about today in the process, and hopefully it can remind you, of the things that we discussed, and help you get out of that funk that you came in here with initially. Okay,
Yeah.
so first thing we usually like to do is identify the activating event. What do you think the activating event is in this case?
Um, hmm. I guess in this case it would be me not getting the solo.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay.
All right, so you not getting the solo was the activating event.
And it,
Now,
yeah.
do you recall what your irrational belief was that came along with that?
Yeah, I felt like my friends hate me. Um, just a bad drummer.
Yeah. And then how'd that make you feel? What were the consequences of those irrational beliefs?
I felt sad. I was depressed.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then in the next box, right, we identified some things that would dispute the irrational beliefs that you had. Can you recall what those were? What we identified?
Um, yeah, I mean, I've gotten the solo before.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Um, and my friends actually supported me last time.
Yeah, so they didn't end up hating you.
Yeah.
Okay. And what about being a bad drummer because Jake got the solo over you this time? Are you regressing as a drummer, or
No,
what
I
do we
think
find?
yeah, I think I just didn't have time, and he had a tutor. Or,
There you go. Yeah, he had a little extra help.
yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, and okay. Now looking at the last box there. Now, what do you think is in terms of what your new found outlook could be, or your new philosophy? We call it effective new philosophies.
I guess it was disappointing to not get it.
Mm-hmm. And it can be disappointing sometimes.
I don't even know if I spelled that right. I gotta go
Okay.
study English some more.
But that doesn't mean that your friends hate you.
Yeah, you're right. I mean,
Okay, and
friends, supportive.
okay.
Just disappointing. Let me I mean, I felt bad. I thought it was the end of the world, but it's not.
Right. Okay, and then when you didn't get the part to Jake, it's
Just
not that you were
yeah,
a bad drummer, right? Maybe you just need to put a little bit more time in, maybe get a little extra help. Everybody needs a little bit more support sometimes.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, so why don't you take that home with you, and then I don't know, put it on your fridge or something, and anytime you might be feeling a little bit down about yourself, refer back to this and think about what we talked about, and hopefully you can get back to a place where you realize that you're not a bad drummer and your friends are going to be supportive of you, even when you don't make these auditions that I'm sure you're going to continue to go out for.
Yeah.
All right, Simon?
Sounds good. Thanks.
Okay, thanks for coming in.